Michigan Fan TV. I'm with Dan. And Dan is the man for coming over here to talk to us. He's representing the National Championship 2023. It's almost like it happened yesterday.
It was. It was great to be there for that. But obviously last year was hard in the beginning, better at the end, and hopefully this year we're building something better.
And I think we are. I mean, obviously the game at Oklahoma was a tough loss, and a lot of people were disappointed. But Oklahoma looks to be pretty formidable. Won at Nebraska, took care of Wisconsin. Today, though,
it's a gateway game. It's a gateway game. Like you win now, you should win every game and go into the game 11-1, 10-1. Looking for a chance at the Big Ten championship appearance. You lose today, it's going to be a lot tighter. But a lot of reasons to feel good. The team seems to be healthy. Hogan Hanson's going to be back. We've got maybe got a new third receiver, maybe someone who won't drop the ball, and as much. But run it until it doesn't work, pass enough, and hopefully the defense sort of figures it out. Midway through the second quarter, third quarter, and can get enough stops that it doesn't become just a shootout.
Yeah, USC has a formidable offense. Lincoln Riley's always known to have high potent offenses. They lost 2 weeks ago and they're on a bye. Does that concern you at all coming into this?
Not worried about the bye, more worried about the defense just sort of holding up and sort of staying in it early, so they can win it late. Basically, win it late. I mean, I think if we commit to the run game, we make mix in enough passing, get McCulkey involved, get the tight ends involved, get Marsh involved, then it should be something we could put up 28-35, and then it's just a question of the defense getting a few stops along the way.
Yeah, and I think that's a reasonable way to look at the game. And both teams are 4-1. Like you said, this is a big game for both of them. So I think both teams are going to be pretty desperate to win this game.
It's going to be all hands on deck for both teams. I think Underwood has been impressive so far. You thought it'd be impressive plays and sort of freshman mistakes. It's more been impressive plays and a lot of drop balls so far. Hopefully they can clean that up a bit, help them out a bit, and then go from there.
Yeah, I think there was 13 or 14 drops, something like that so far.
I mean, something like that. I think a lot of it, with Klein healthy, Hogan healthy. Hopefully that gives them two easy options for passing. Hayes breaks one or two, and there you go.
So it sounds like you're predicting California dreaming for our Wolverines.
I certainly hope so.
Dan, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much, and awesome. Go Blue.
Go Blue.